Hi everyone, I'm Manish Pandey. Welcome back to the UiPath Document Understanding series. In the previous video, you learned how to extract table data using form extractor. And now I am very much sure that you know how to extract the table data. But now in this video, I will show you how to extract the table data using ML Extractor. In the complete series, you learned how to load the taxonomy, digitize, classify, validate, train that, extract the data from documents, and export that. So we'll be using this invoice here, and we'll be extracting this table data using machine learning extractor. And you know how to load the taxonomy, how to define the fields, how to add that fields in the taxonomy manager, how to classify the documents, right? So you know about all the steps. Now in this video, we'll just start with the table data extraction using machine learning extractor. Now, if you still not sure about all these things, then I will recommend you to first go and watch all these videos and then start from here. Okay, so let's start here. Let me open UiPath Studio. So the first step, you need to take that path of that document from where you need to extract the data. So for now, we have added that file name, that invoice name into this variable. So this is single, but you can also configure this. You can set up design this code to take it from email or from some other location. Okay, now we have one file. We have the API key, we have the load taxonomy, digitize, classify, and then in the classify results we have validation and training. After that we have data extraction and export the results and write to the Excel file. Now, as we need to export this table data where we have 4 columns: description, quantity, unit price, and amount. Okay. If you want to export only 3, you can also do that. You just need to define that way. You need to configure your extractor that way. Okay, let me go to the studio and then we need to click on taxonomy manager where we need to define this 4 fields. So as this is the table data, so we need to create one field inside that specific document type. From the previous video where we created that table data as a field type and we added 4 fields, 4 columns there. So what you need to do, you just need to add a field. Let's say you are here in the invoice, you will click on this field and then you will type here that either line item or table data, and then from field type you need to select the table. Correct? Once you'll create, so it will be like this. Now after that, once you'll create that field with the table, then it will ask you to add some columns. Now here we added the columns. You need to just click on this plus and then enter that column name, select the field type and then save. So this way we created 4 fields. Got it. Now let me close that. Now here we have loaded a taxonomy and everything is done. We have classified the documents and now here we have export. But before that, in the data extraction scope, we need to use machine learning extractor. Now you remember we have already used machine learning extractor when I was showing you the extractor component of the DU framework. Now see, we'll be using this machine learning extractor and I have just renamed with the invoice machine learning extractor. So if we'll click on configure extractor, so you'll see here that name, because we have 2 machine learning extractor. So I have renamed that so that it can say that, okay, this is for invoice and this is for receipts. I can also change it from here. I can rename that name and it will show this way, RECEIPTS, receipts. Okay, so now as we are going with the invoice, so we will be using this machine learning and we need to enter that endpoint, and for that there is a website. I have shown you that earlier. Let me show you that again. So this is the website. Now as we are planning to work on invoices, let's expand the table and you need to search for that endpoint for the specific document. So I'm going with the invoice. Now I'll go to that line where it's for India. So India column, and then this is the endpoint, public endpoint that I'm going to use. So we'll copy this, and you see we already have this endpoint used, correct? If we you just need to replace that if this is different. Now enter that API key. So we already have a variable use that we just need to replace that. Got it. Now after that, let's configure the extractor. Now see here we have two field types, invoice and receipts. So we'll expand this. Currently this is selected to work with the form extractor because in the previous video I explained that how to do that. Now let's uncheck that and go with the machine learning extractor. Now see, once you select all this, you can see the table data one which has the 4 columns, right? This way you can see. Now once I selected that this checkbox, we say that I need to extract the table data using this machine learning extractor. Now you see there are a few highlighted here, means it says that we need to map these fields with the machine learning extractor field. Means, so if you have invoice number which is written like this way, invoice number, so we need to match with that specific field from that machine learning extractor model. So here they have mentioned like this, invoice hyphen number, so we'll need to map with this. But before that, if you're not getting this option, what you need to do, you need to click on this settings, which will either get the capabilities of this machine learning extractor or refresh that. So click on that. You need to enter that specific public endpoint, which we already have this here. And this is the API key, which automatically taken. Now you need to get the capabilities. See, so we already have this. Now what you can do, you need to map each fields. So I need to extract the invoice number. So this is the mapping field, correct? For invoice date, you need to select that specific date, and you need to do some R&D also. Might be sometime if let's say you are going with the invoice date and there are two different dates, then you can try with the first time this one, then next time you can try with the other one, due date or this one, and verify that whatever suggests, whatever suits based on the document, you can select that. Now we know that this invoice date is this one. Customer name, so we can say this is billing name, right? Customer address as a billing address, or we can also take, I think, shipping address. Now total amount, so that we can take it total. Now in the table data, so the first one we say is that table data, which is basically a field, we can say, and then a table as a field type, table data as a field name. Inside we have 4 columns. So this table data, this also we need to map. How? So if you scroll down a little bit, you'll find one option that is, let's search for that. I'm still looking for that here. So see, one items here, right? Means it has a collection of item. So this item, because I have already tried that, that's why I know that this item is matching with this table data, correct? And now once you select that, so automatically it will have all these columns added, all those columns showing here. Means if you'll take some other, you can try this way. Let's say you thought, you are thinking, no, items is not a table, you can go with some other one. So let's say if I am selecting some other things, you will not see an option here for these columns, right? See, there is no drop down, means this is not valid one, so you need to select that. So once you select the valid, which is matching with this table data, you will see the other drop down for these 4 columns, because in this model we already have this type of columns available. Okay, so let's select here first description, so we'll map this with description. Second, we have quantity, so select this quantity. Here we rename this as a QTY, but actually they have, in this model we have quantity actually. Now unit price, it has the unit hyphen price. Then, sorry, let me go with this quantity, and this one is unit price, and amount we can say as a line amount, means for each. So we can say that amount basically is this line amount. This is a complete line, we can say. Got it? Now we have selected each and everything. Let's got it, right? Now let's save it. And here it has replaced that. Let me go with the tr underscore API key. Now we are done. This extractor we have configured here. We have mapped the fields with the our documents field and columns. Before writing the data to the Excel file, as you remember from the previous video, we used two tables, table of 0 and table of 1. Means first one will give us simple field for these data, so 0, and then 1 is formatted. Second 0 1 2 2 means this is the third table column which has the without formatted, and this is the formatted. So what we'll do, we'll use the same one, tables of 2 and tables of 3. Save it and close this Excel file. I can remove this so that we'll have the fresh data, and let's quickly run this. Okay, now you see here UiPath validation station where we need to validate the data. So this says that 86%. Here it says that 2170, which is correct. I can see this is done. This one, if you want to change that, I can change it from here. I can just select that and then let's change the extracted value. And this is 100% done. Customer name, if you want to change that, you can change it this way. I want to take both the one. So I will extract this. For customer address, this looks good. Total amount, it has taken this way, the formatted one. I can change that so that we'll have a two data, formatted and unformatted, like that way. So we have changed that. Now table data, you see, once you'll click on that, it has clearly captured all the records, all the data from the table data, and it has formatted basically. If you want to change that, you can change it there. You just need to follow that way. You need to select this and then extract that, and then now you see it has taken comma. If you think that this is not correct, you can change it. You can do and change that, right? Okay, now same way for this, not this. Here 75, you can change it. This is 100%. This one also. So we'll validate, we'll go with the without formatted data. This one also. Got it. If you want to change that, you can change it this way. And now we can save this and close this and submit it. Once you submit, we have validated data, and then it will export the data to that Excel file here. And you see here, the data has been extracted successfully, and the table data also extracted successfully. You see, for this one, for the third table, which is without formatting, comma is there, but here you see it has replaced with the dot. I hope you like this video. Thank you so much for watching.